We just bought a 110-year-old house that's barely livable, and we have 30 days until our lease ends and we're getting kicked out of our apartment. And if we don't finish in time, well, we have to move in anyways. The question is, will we be living in trash or luxury after the 30 days are up?
In order to move in, we're going to need the essentials, which means we are going to need somewhere to eat, somewhere to sleep, and a nice place to wash our wiener. Before we moved in, we also needed to complete demo. That way we wouldn't be living with a bunch of dust and debris. This would also allow for the electrical and plumbing rough-in to be completed, so we could have lights and flushing toilets by move-in. Our first major decision was that we were going to do something about this closet and bathroom here, because it was a massive closet and also a massive bathroom, so we figured we could just combine them both and make 2 good-sized bathrooms so that the main bedroom could have an ensuite, as well as a nice upstairs guest bathroom. This was our first proposed change we were going to do to the closet and bathroom upstairs here. As you can see, the bathroom would now occupy the closet space and attach to the master bedroom here, which would create a useful but very tiny ensuite, while we would still have a pretty large main bathroom. This was the last thing this poor wall saw before my wife got to it. You did this part.
I did.
What'd you do?
Well, I took down all of this and all of the other side and just left it out.
Used to be our closet. Now it's gonna be an ensuite.
Yeah. And then you came in, so I took all of that down, all those slats and stuff down. And then I took down the mirror today, and then Kevin just took out the vanity, so come see the vanity.
And then we ripped out, the vanity here.
Yeah, the vanity's gone. That's good. I got dripped on water downstairs.
Yeah, I disconnected the water and it dripped on Steph, and that was pretty funny. Very unfortunate.
A yell from downstairs going, ah!
Just this one right here. Disconnected, went right down the hole. Don't want to show too much, but it does just go straight through to the floor. You can see the light to the kitchen. I blocked it all so that when we knock the rest down, hopefully it doesn't go down too much, But
again, what are the odds that I happen to be standing directly below it in that one moment?
That was pretty great.
After demo, we quickly realized that there's a bunch of wasted space right in this hallway here, that if we incorporated it into the other 2 bathrooms, we could finally make them reasonably sized bathrooms. So that's what we decided to do. We had to take out this wall now, and move this doorway just over there. So with that said, that meant a complete redesign of what the bathrooms would look like. The ensuite bathroom would now be an L shape, which would have the tub and shower in it, versus before it just had a very small, tight shower. The guest bathroom would now take over that space that was unused, so that we had a very comfortable sized guest bathroom and now a luxurious ensuite.
So we knocked down these old walls and erected a new one, and we opted for the new one to do a 2x6 frame with some 2x4 studs to try and reduce the noise and vibration between the rooms. Then we recycled the old door jamb and just moved it to the new space.
So I know what you must be thinking. Oh, you're done demo? Wow, that was so fast. You built a new wall. Amazing. Look, there's plumbing in it. Incredible. Yeah, we're not done demo, but the wall needed the plumbing, so here it is. On to the rest of the demo now.
As we were ripping up this tub and opening up these walls, we came across a very interesting sight. It seems some fellow DIYers decided to rest the tub spout against these river rocks as bracing, securing them in with silicone, and I suppose it's held up all these years, so who am I to judge? After getting the last bit of this demo finished, we were finally able to see a bit of the blank canvas that we would be working with to get our bathroom finished. Alright, so we're removing this corner bit here from the old plumbing vent stack. And my idea is that we're gonna put it down there by the kitchen. Right now there's a hole, so I can just collapse it in on itself. So far it's working. Let's hope it keeps working. So from that hole there, into this bucket, held up by 3 very sturdy pieces of wood that definitely won't fall as soon as something too big hits it. We had to replace a bit of the subfloor in the bathrooms here because, as you can see, they were a little bit rotted out after years of water damage. These things were held in with, I swear, 9-inch nails and were very difficult to pull up. But at the end, you can see we got it all replaced and we're ready for the next step. Alright, wonderful wife of mine, tell them what you just told me.
Okay, well, hear me out. There's this beautiful boxed in, hidden away clawfoot tub that we've now just discovered. But we are in the basement. Thoughts on bringing it upstairs?
Yeah, she wants us to haul a cast iron tub from here all the way up these stairs and then up the next set of stairs as well.
I see no problem.
What? What the f? Alrighty, great.
Now we gotta bring the bottom.
Yeah.
Cat or move it away.
Yes.
You gotta bring it to the wall.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now we can tip it towards you guys.
Yeah.
We can just grab from the bottom.
Yeah, we'll lift it up. So 1, 2, 3.
Now we can tip it down.
Yep.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, to which bedroom? This one. Okay.
Cool.
1, 2, 3. You guys swing out. You got that?
Yeah.
No problem.
And after that incredibly easy task, we finally got the tub all the way upstairs, and we just have to move it from the bedroom into the bathroom once it's ready to be sat there. At this point, the electricians finally have most things roughed in and our lights are finally working. Let's ignore this big mess and smoke-stained room for a little bit. We'll get to you eventually.
Well, we can't change the layout anymore because the shower pan's in. And good thing it is because we move in 10 days. Okay, just want to show you we're working on the bathroom today. So this is where it's at right now. We got the ceiling up after we had to build it down to fit over the existing beams here. But we have the shower top here, good. We have the valve here, good. And the base is in. So we're just putting up the kind of green board, which is blue, which is the moisture resistant stuff. All over the walls, cut out that junction box. Leave some outlets down here to do. And some piping, which will be a little bit more difficult. But we should be able to get some insulation in here and get the walls up and then build the actual shower. Okay, so welcome to the part of the renovation where our phone storage was completely full, and so were the SD cards that we were writing on. But one of those things we didn't realize, so most of the footage of the shower going up is gone. But do not fear, I take a million pictures. Okay, door's about to go in. Ignore the dogs.
Oh, like a glove.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh.
Got some tracks down here we just gotta push in.
Do you want help? Here.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Here. Oh. Hold on.
You can do one at a time, I think. There you go.
Oh, yay! Okay.
Click
Is that
right
it?
in. And then
Oh, wow.
we should close, and we have a little magnet strip.
Okay, perfect! Wow! What do you think?
We have a shower.
We have
can
a
get clean.
Thank goodness. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled We Were So Stressed and Forgot to Film. But boom, look, a vanity. A little lighting here, a little toilet there, and we suddenly had a bathroom. Okay, Kevin, so?
It's ready for us to. We have a functional bathroom. We have a sink that turns on. We have a toilet that flushes.
Wow!
And we do have a shower. That hits you right away.
Did you just get wet?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Just on the arm.
But there's water! There's definitely exposed drywall literally everywhere, and it's not painted or really sanded.
And we don't have a mirror yet.
But who needs a mirror for moving? I could wash my hands. I could wash my butt.
She could do her business.
I could do my business. Great success. Now, on to the kitchen. We had 3 main goals when it came to the kitchen because we certainly weren't doing the major kitchen renovation at this point. Step 1 was completing all the demo that needed to get done, which meant that all the upper cabinets had to be torn out and we had to bring down the ceiling.
What'd you do?
I didn't do this.
Oh, that's true. I did most of this. You did the upstairs, though.
Yeah.
But you helped with this. You helped with the cleanup, and you knocked down a bit of it yourself.
A little bit, not much.
And these guys, they're very upset. They just want to hang out.
I mopped the floor like 17 times.
Hell yeah. And then I almost killed her by dropping a pipe on her.
Indeed.
That just came straight down.
Priority number 2 was electrical, so that we could actually see what we were cooking.
We just got to our house, and what has been done today. So, like yesterday, we tore down the ceiling. So, what happened?
They put a bunch of lights, or the wires.
Our electricians came in, and I'm sure they were very thankful that we ripped down this ceiling for them.
Because they immediately went, oh yeah, that's nice. I'll put so much stuff now.
Which is perfect. And they removed the sketchy light that we were holding off taking down, so now we can actually fully take down the rest of the ceiling here. And yeah, now we just see a bunch of fancy lights not fancy lights, but fancy wires everywhere.
But even you can see some of the knobbing too, like here's this taken out.
Oh, did they? Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect.
Not lots,
Yeah,
some.
yeah. There we
And
go.
even in the front entry, there's stuff in the front entry now. Yeah, and then this is new.
So just light switches and outlets, nothing crazy.
A few days later, we came back and we had lights, actual lights. After working so many countless days in the dark, we could see again. That being paired with the big strides that plumbing was taking, and everything seemed like it was coming together. Our final step for the kitchen before move-in was to make it functional. But first, that meant a lot of deep cleaning. There was lots of dirt and debris from bringing the ceiling down, but also from where we had torn out some of the base cabinets already. Yep, that's probably about 100 years worth of gunk. But that's all done, so now on to the fun stuff.
First thing we did is we went to a secondhand store to purchase a stove, and we got an amazing deal on this one. A unit that would normally be $4,000, we got it for $700, all because it had a little tiny cosmetic scratch on it, which is barely noticeable. And with our track record, we were gonna scratch it anyways. And here's a quick before and after from before we had cleaned and what we have as a functional kitchen right now.
The final goal we had prior to moving in was to have a space where we could go at the end of the day that was dust-free and comfortable. Now, most people would just think, oh, perfect, clean up the room, get it all tidy, that should be enough. No, we were insane enough to say, let's just completely do the entire room, top to bottom, it'll be completely done. This will be the one room in the entire house that is fully done the reno. But as you can see, there were a million cracks in the ceiling and tons of mudding that needed to be done on the walls, which again, when it's your first time mudding, it goes as one might expect. I'm pretty sure at this point we were both saying, Well, it's a first coat. It'll get better from here. But it did not. But with the 30-day deadline looming, we decided to paint anyways to give the illusion of the room being done. And with the addition of flooring, it was starting to look like a bedroom. Just don't look at the ceiling. No.
And a big thank you to Helix for not sponsoring this video. But we have heard you've had fantastic mattresses, so we decided to give you a try. And honestly, once it was all taken out of the boxes and put together, we still don't know how they are because the dogs took it over immediately.
Oh yeah, look at it, look at it, look at it. Wow. Oh wow.
Best inflatable bed we ever got. So, we finally made it. It has been 30 days and we are officially moved out of our apartment, and this is the only place we have left to live. So
we're stuck.
But we did complete all of our, all of our major projects.
Yeah.
With the bathroom, we got our vanity installed with a sink, we have a working toilet, we have a working shower. So once again, we can live out of that until because we have to finish our ensuite still. That hasn't even been touched really.
And won't be touched for a good while.
Yeah, but
that's okay. We needed a functional bathroom. We have a functional bathroom. So that's good. We obviously are in the bedroom currently. This got done. It will definitely need to get pretty much redone at a later date.
We need to learn how to tape and mud a little bit better, as you guys saw. But this is all about a learning process.
Yeah, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. This is the only bedroom or room that even had all those crazy cracks along the ceiling. It's the only one. So we'll think about that. But again, it's all about learning, and we wouldn't have painted normally, but we just really wanted it painted, and I don't know. We just wanted to be done.
We were a little bit impatient. Well,
Absolutely.
and a time crunch, of course. So
yeah, for
we
sure.
got the floor in. We got paint on the walls.
We have a bed.
we sealed up everything we could. So once again, it is a clean space to work out of still. We can, once again, take off our dirty clothes at the end of the night and the space is clean.
And then there's
the kitchen, which needed the least work out of all of them.
But arguably looks the worst out of all of them.
One day it will receive a full renovation, of course, but we gave the countertops a deep clean, the sink, it's functional.
Yeah.
Even the plumbing and stuff needs to be changed out of that soon because it does leak. We have a bucket under it currently.
Yeah. But again, with the understanding that it was temporary and it will get fixed eventually, and that it's fine for the meantime. But I mean, again, it works. It is what it is. The walls definitely look really rough still. But I mean, it is what it is at this stage. And at the end of the day, it's functional. It's not fantastic, but it works for what we need it to, which is to make food and to be able to clean up the food and have a clean space. So. And
the major thing is that we have lights in the whole house now. Lights, the outlets all work. Our electrical rough-in passed. Everything was good.
Yeah.
So we just got to get, covers on everything else. Outlets and light switches are missing covers everywhere. But so we'll get those, and we got to patch all those holes. Yeah. Get them on.
But again, that's stuff that we start now. But I think we're probably going to sleep for the next 2 weeks.
Yes, a break.
That was a lot. But it's done and we're in, and that's really exciting itself. And just really excited to be out of the apartment and moved in officially.
Exactly. And these guys have a lovely large place to run around. Yeah. They've been having zoomies every single day, exploring their new place that they now know is their home.
Yeah, and they love it, and that's been just really nice. And
yeah, we'll continue recording everything, taking you guys along the journey, and thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, and if we find our camera battery, then you'll have more footage, but until then, we'll see. It's somewhere in a box. Yeah. Anyways, say bye, everybody. Bye-bye.